What if I told you that broken coffee mug sitting in your junk drawer could become the crown jewel of your garden sanctuary? Or that rusty old colander gathering dust could transform into a stunning hanging planter worth $50 at boutique stores? Hey garden enthusiasts, before you toss another broken item into the trash, watch this next transformation. Because in just 3 minutes you'll witness how a cracked terracotta pot becomes an absolutely mind-blowing fairy garden masterpiece that'll have your neighbors stopping mid-walk to stare. Today we're diving deep into 15 genius upcycling transformations that'll completely revolutionize your outdoor space without breaking the bank. I'm talking dollar store finds becoming stunning focal points, forgotten household items breathing new life into your garden sanctuary, and simple techniques that'll position you as the neighborhood's creative mastermind. If you're ready to transform your trash into garden treasure and join thousands of fellow upcycling warriors, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because you won't want to miss a single one of these game-changing ideas. Transformation and 1. Broken terracotta magic. Picture this. You're staring at that cracked terracotta pot, heartbroken because your favorite planter met its fate during last week's windstorm. But here's where genius meets opportunity. Creative soul. Those cracks aren't flaws. They're architectural features waiting to dance gracefully with cascading succulents. Let me show you exactly how this magical metamorphosis unfolds. First, we're going to clean and assess those crack patterns. Think of them as nature's blueprint for extraordinary design. Next, gently insert small succulents into those natural crevices, creating living sculptures that seem to grow directly from the pottery itself. Fill the remaining space with quality potting mix, and position this masterpiece strategically for maximum visual impact. I discovered this technique after accidentally dropping my grandmother's vintage planter. Now it's the most photographed piece in my entire garden. Visitors literally gasp when they see how those seemingly destructive cracks transformed into channels of cascading beauty. Here's your professional tip that'll guarantee success. Use a small paintbrush to gently remove soil from succulent roots before insertion. This prevents damage and ensures better establishment, turning your accident into artistic triumph. By drilling strategic drainage holes and mounting them at varying heights, you'll create a stunning living wall that transforms dead fence space into a thriving herb sanctuary. Watch as we drill 4-6 drainage holes in the bottom. These little portals prevent waterlogging while ensuring perfect root health. Sand those rough edges smooth for safety, then apply weather-resistant paint or leave them natural for rustic charm. Mount with sturdy brackets at staggered heights, creating visual rhythm that draws the eye upward like a botanical symphony. Plant with trailing herbs or flowers, and prepare to witness magic unfold. My tiny patio transformed from boring to breathtaking using just 8 coffee cans. Now I harvest fresh basil, thyme, and oregano right outside my kitchen door. The aroma greets me every morning like nature's own welcome committee. Try grouping cans in odd numbers for visual appeal, or paint them in ombre shades for a sophisticated color gradient effect that rivals expensive designer installation. Transformation. Then 3. Old colander hanging sensation. That rusty colander relegated to garage sale pile status is about to become your garden's most Instagram-worthy hanging planter. The built-in drainage holes make this the perfect vessel for air plants and trailing varieties. No modification required. Clean thoroughly and assess structural integrity. This kitchen cast-off is about to become outdoor royalty. Line with coconut fiber for soil retention, creating a natural cradle for your plant babies. Choose plants that thrive in well-draining conditions, then hang using original handles or add decorative chain for extra elegance. Position where drainage won't create issues, and prepare for compliments to flow like gentle summer rain. My grandmother's vintage aluminum colander now houses the most gorgeous trailing petunias. Every bloom feels like a hug from her memory, connecting past treasures with present beauty. Enamelware colanders develop beautiful patina over time, adding authentic vintage charm that can't be replicated with new materials. You're not just creating a planter, you're crafting a living heirloom. Transformation. And 4. Tire planter masterpiece. Before you roll that old tire to the curb, envision it as the foundation for a stunning raised planter that'll anchor your garden design. With simple cutting and flipping techniques, that discarded tire becomes a sophisticated planter with built-in water reservoir capabilities. Clean that tire thoroughly with degreasing solution. We're preparing it for its starring role. Mark a scalloped cutting pattern around the upper edge, creating decorative waves that'll frame your plants beautifully. Cut carefully with a sharp utility knife, then flip the tire inside out for an elegant curved appearance that transforms industrial waste into garden art. Paint with rubber-safe exterior paint if desired, or embrace the natural black for modern minimalist appeal. Fill with quality potting mix, and your plant selection watching as this humble tire becomes a conversation-starting centerpiece. My neighbor was skeptical until she saw my tire planter bursting with colorful annuals. Now she's asking for a tutorial. Stack multiple tires for dramatic height variation, or partially bury for seamless ground integration that looks professionally installed. Each upcycled tire saves space in landfills while creating garden beauty. That's environmental stewardship meeting creative expression in perfect harmony. Transformation in 5 mason jar solar lights. Those empty mason jars aren't just pantry clutter. They're about to illuminate your garden pathway like magical fairy lantern. Solar lid inserts transform ordinary jars into sustainable lighting that charges by day and creates enchanting ambiance by night. Gather mason jars of varying sizes for dynamic visual interest. Purchase solar lid inserts online or at craft stores. These tiny technological marvels will power your evening garden magic. Clean jars until crystal clear, removing every fingerprint and smudge to maximize light transmission. Install solar lids according to manufacturer instructions. Then add decorative elements like colored stones or fairy lights for personalized sparkle. Position strategically along pathways or in plant borders, creating a constellation of ground-level stars. My evening garden walks went from stumbling adventures to magical strolls. These lights create the perfect ambiance for outdoor entertaining. Frosting spray creates diffused lighting effects, while colored glass paint adds personalized touches that complement your garden's color scheme. At $3 per light versus $25 for store-bought solar fixtures, this transformation pays for itself while delivering superior customization options. You're not just saving money, you're crafting illuminated artwork. Transformation 6. Wooden ladder plant stand. That wobbly stepladder headed for donation pile glory is about to become your garden's most charming multi-level plant display. Weather treated and strategically positioned, this vertical showcase creates dramatic height variation while maximizing small space growing potential. Sand all surfaces smooth and clean thoroughly. We're preparing this ladder for its garden debut. Apply weather-resistant stain or paint that complements your outdoor aesthetic. Reinforce wobbly joints with wood glue and screws, ensuring stability for years of beautiful service. Position on level ground with proper drainage considerations. Then arrange plants by size, creating visual flow from top to bottom like a cascading waterfall of foliage. Secure lighter pots to prevent wind damage. We want beauty, not plant casualty. My compact patio doubled its growing capacity with one repurposed ladder. Now I have space for herbs, flowers and trailing varieties in a stunning vertical tapestry. Add removable shelf inserts between rungs for smaller pots, or install hanging hooks for trailing planters that create cascading effects. This display easily transitions from summer annuals to autumn mums to winter evergreen arrangements. True year-round garden versatility that adapts with the season. Are you team coffee can vertical garden, or are you already planning your bathtub water oasis? And here's a fun challenge. Share a photo of the trash item you're planning to transform. Tag us a garden home so we can cheer you on and maybe even feature your creation in our next video. If these ideas are sparking your creativity, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because we're dropping new upcycling tutorials every week, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's dive into the remaining transformations that'll complete your trash to treasure garden makeover. Imagine lotus blooms, floating serenely above reflected sky, surrounded by moisture-loving plants that transform your space into a tranquil oasis. Clean thoroughly and check for cracks or leaks. This porcelain paradise needs perfect water retention. Position in partial shade location with level foundation, creating the ideal environment for aquatic plant success. Install proper drainage system for winter maintenance, ensuring your investment lasts through every season. Fill with dechlorinated water and allow to settle, watching as your garden's heartbeat begins to pulse with liquid life. Introduce aquatic plants, water lilies, lotus, water hyacinth, each one a floating jewel in your backyard sanctuary. Add goldfish for natural mosquito control and movement that brings your water garden to sparkling life. Surround with complementary moisture-loving perennials, creating a complete ecosystem that breathes and thrives together. My meditation corner went from overlooked to extraordinary. The gentle sound of trickling water and dancing fish creates daily peace that no store-bought fountain could match. Install a small solar pump for gentle water circulation, or add underwater LED lights for magical evening illumination effects. Seasonal plant rotation keeps the display fresh, while strategic fish selection ensures natural ecosystem balance without chemical intervention. Professional water features cost thousands. This upcycled version delivers identical tranquility at a fraction of the cost. Transformation Den 8. Wine bottle border. Magic. Those empty wine bottles from dinner parties aren't recyclables. They're elegant garden edging waiting to define your flower beds with sophisticated style. Buried neck down. These bottles create stunning light-catching borders that separate spaces, while adding unexpected sparkle to your landscape design. Remove labels completely using warm soapy water. We want crystal clear beauty without commercial distraction. Dig narrow trench along desired borderline, creating the foundation for your glassy garden jewelry. Place bottles neck down, adjusting heights for visual interest that catches light like buried gemstone. Backfill and tamp soil firmly around each bottle, securing your sparkling border against weather and time. Clean tops regularly for maximum light reflection. These glass guardians deserve to shine their brightest. My boring flower bed perimeter transformed into an artistic statement that catches morning light and creates magical evening reflections. Mix clear green and brown bottles for natural harmony, or collect specific colors that complement your garden's seasonal plant. This simple technique turns everyday waste into sophisticated landscape architecture that rivals expensive professional installation. Transformation 9. Bicycle wheel trellis. That rusty bicycle wheel in your garage corner is about to become a stunning vertical support system for climbing plants that'll add architectural interest to any garden space. The spoke pattern creates perfect climbing pathways for morning glories, sweet peas or clematis, while the circular form adds dynamic shape contrast to typical garden rectangles. Clean wheel thoroughly and remove tire and inner tube. We're revealing the elegant skeleton beneath. Treat rust spots with rust converter and protective paint, preserving this circular canvas for years of climbing support. Mount securely to fence post or standalone support, ensuring stability for vigorous vine growth. Plant climbing varieties at base, then guide initial growth along spokes for even distribution like nature's own wheel of fortune. My morning glory wheel became the neighborhood's most photographed garden feature. Visitors stop just to admire the natural artistry. Annual climbers provide seasonal color changes, while perennial vines create permanent structure that improves with each growing season. This transformation proves that one person's mechanical waste becomes another gardener's architectural masterpiece. Transformation 10. Teapot succulent haven. That chipped teapot with sentimental value but no practical use is destined to become your most charming succulent display. The built-in spout creates natural drainage while the handle offers easy mobility for seasonal repositioning. Function meets fairy tale charm. Ensure adequate drainage through spout. This natural outlet prevents water accumulation that spells doom for succulent babies. Layer gravel and bottom for drainage improvement, creating the perfect foundation for desert plant happiness. Use succulent-specific potting mix that mimics their native arid condition. Arrange plants by growth patterns and color, creating living bouquets that change with seasons and growth cycles. Position where morning sun reaches but afternoon heat won't overwhelm these delicate drought lovers. My great-aunt's teapot lives on as a daily garden joy. Every succulent bloom feels like she's still tending her beloved plants. Group multiple teapots of varying sizes and colors for an enchanting tea party garden vignette that delights visitors of all ages. This transformation honors memory while creating new beauty, the perfect fusion of past and present garden magic. Transformation 11. Gutter herb highway. Those leftover rain gutters from your home improvement project are about to revolutionize your herb growing with a space-saving horizontal garden system. Mounted at comfortable harvesting height, this system maximizes growing space while keeping fresh herbs within arm's reach of your kitchen door. Mount gutters with proper slope for drainage. Water needs to flow freely for root health. Drill drainage holes every 12 inches, creating perfect intervals for water management. Line with landscape fabric to retain soil while allowing excess moisture to escape. Fill with herb-appropriate potting mix that provides the nutrition these culinary treasures crave. Plant with frequent harvest varieties like basil, cilantro, parsley, and chives. Your cooking is about to reach gourmet heights. My cooking transformed when fresh herbs became steps away instead of grocery store purchases. The flavor difference is absolutely incredible. Stack multiple levels for increased capacity, or create corner installations that utilize previously unused vertical space efficiently. This system pays for itself in saved grocery costs, while delivering restaurant-quality ingredients to your home kitchen. Transformation Chandelier planter paradise. That outdated chandelier headed for donation is about to become your garden's most elegant hanging planter that'll have guests questioning their own creative limitation. Suspended at eye level, this repurposed fixture creates stunning visual layers while supporting multiple plant varieties in one spectacular display. Remove all electrical components safely. We're transitioning from indoor lighting to outdoor living art. Clean crystal or glass elements thoroughly until they sparkle like garden diamonds. Assess structural integrity for plant weight. This aerial garden needs solid foundation support. Install liner baskets in light fixture positions, creating individual homes for your plant collection. Choose plants with complementary growth habits that'll create harmonious living arrangements. Hang with sturdy chain and heavy-duty hardware that ensures safety and longevity. My outdoor dinner parties went from ordinary to extraordinary. Guests spend more time admiring the chandelier planter than discussing the weather. Combine trailing varieties for cascade effects with upright plants for structure, creating living art that changes with seasonal growth pattern. Position under partial cover for protection while maintaining adequate light for healthy plant development. You're not just hanging plants, you're suspending garden magic. Transformation, tanned suitcase herb garden. That vintage suitcase with broken latches is about to become your most portable and conversation-starting herb garden. This traveling garden moves with sun patterns, seasons, and entertaining needs. Fresh herbs wherever you need them. Line interior with plastic sheeting for water protection, creating a waterproof foundation for your mobile garden. Drill drainage holes in bottom for excess water escape. Even portable gardens need proper hydration management. Add gravel layer for drainage improvement that prevents root rot disasters. Fill with quality potting soil that provides nutrition for sustained herb production. Plant with compact herb varieties that thrive in container conditions. Position handles for easy transport. This garden travels first class. My herbs follow the sun throughout the day and move indoors during harsh weather. This flexibility eliminated plant loss completely. Vintage suitcases add authentic character that new planters can't replicate, while their portability solves every small space gardening challenge. This transformation combines practicality with personality, creating functional art that serves your culinary adventure. Transformation, Tend 14, Boat Planter Personality. Those worn-out rain boots and hiking boots are about to march into garden duty as the most personality-filled planters in your outdoor space. Each boot tells a story while providing perfect drainage and whimsical charm that makes visitors smile before they even notice the plants. Clean thoroughly inside and out, these garden recruits deserve fresh start. Drill drainage holes in soles for proper water management that prevents soggy root disasters. Add gravel for drainage improvement that creates the perfect growing environment. Fill with appropriate potting mix that matches your plant selection. Choose plants that complement boot size and style. Tall boots support larger plants while ankle boots suit compact varieties. My kids' outgrown boots became their first personal gardens. They take ownership of their plants in ways that surprised. Arrange boots by family member, create marching formations, or scatter randomly for natural lived-in garden appeal. This transformation turns farewell into new beginnings, giving beloved footwear second lives as garden personality. Transformation, Tend Fixture Framed Succulent Art. That cracked picture frame is about to become living wall art that brings vertical garden beauty to the smallest space. This vertical succulent display creates Instagram-worthy garden art that requires minimal space while delivering maximum visual impact. Remove glass and backing carefully. We're preparing this frame for its living masterpiece. Install wire mesh backing for plant support that creates the perfect growing matrix. Line with sphagnum moss for natural beauty and moisture retention. Fill with succulent soil mix that provides ideal drainage for these desert darlings. Plant through mesh openings, creating patterns and color combinations that rival any painted artwork. Allow establishment time before hanging. Patience creates perfection. My fence transformed from boring barrier to outdoor art gallery. Each frame tells a different seasonal story through plant selection. Change plant selections seasonally for year-round interest or create themed collections that reflect personal style preference. You're not just growing plants, you're cultivating living masterpieces that evolve with time and season. From broken terracotta becoming succulent masterpieces, to vintage suitcases hosting traveling herb gardens, you now have the power to see potential where others see problems. Here's my challenge. Choose 3 items from today's list and transform them this month. These 15 projects could cost $500 retail, but your investment, just creativity and materials you already own. If you're ready to join thousands of fellow garden creators, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Drop a comment telling me which transformation you're tackling first, and tag friends who need these genius ideas. Keep creating, keep growing, and remember, your garden dreams are closer than you think. See you in the next transformation adventure.